I'm going to talk about something that's been very important in my life and that I believe is very important for all of you as well. I call it the missing ingredient. It's the thing that drives our success, and it is also the thing that causes us to fail sometimes. This missing ingredient is courage, but there's also a big problem. Our culture doesn't really understand courage. We think about courage as fearlessness, and we envision gladiator-style archetypes, mistakes that actually distract us from finding our courage. People with this type of courage actually embrace their fears, and they use them to accomplish great things. I've also learned that this type of courage is a skill, not a trait, meaning that everybody is capable of great courage. So, the easiest way to understand this type of courage is to first look at how it gets derailed. And that's through a self-defeating process I call the adversity fear paralysis cycle. So let's start with adversity. It's just a normal part of life. It might be the loss of a job, or an illness, or even a positive event like becoming a parent. And adversity always leads to fear, the fear that we won't be able to meet the challenge. And that's perfectly okay. The trouble comes when fear turns into paralysis, which is an inability to respond productively to the adversity. And paralysis always leads to even more adversity. Either the initial gets worse or a new one arises. So here's a great example. Eastman Kodak went bankrupt in 2012 after over 100 years in business. Now, many would say because of digital photography. But Kodak invented the first digital camera back in 1975. So what happened? Well, the cycle happened. When faced with the adversity of a new technology, Kodak's leaders, who only understood the film business, allowed their fear of change to trigger a paralysis that prevented them from leveraging their own invention. But this is about a lot more than staying in business. If you look at our greatest problems, things like climate change, discrimination, corporate ethics, poverty, you will find fear and paralysis at the root.